What would you like, sir?
Dude, put it in race mode, you pussy.
Okay, well, tell him. Don't tell me. Also, it's kind of cool that we're still car spotting in a McLaren P1. Not bad at all. P1 GTR in this blue looks incredible. Spotting GTRs, uploading videos, all at the same freaking time. The shadow from the wing actually looks so cool. So guys, we just arrived for Friday in Moda. They're loading up some of the cars for today's auction. Now, the Wi-Fi at the hotel yesterday was not very good, so I'm here holding my laptop, uploading while filming the video for tomorrow. That is dedication. That's what you gotta do to grind out these videos. So guys, please subscribe because we hustle hard at this, barely any sleep, consistently either filming, editing, or uploading, or kind of all at the same time. But while we're here, they've loaded up a few of the other cars here on display. We got the 300 SL Roadster in this kind of like yellow. It's almost like a desaturated yellow, really cool color. Then next to that is the Enzo. Now, the cool thing about this Enzo, most times you see them either with a red interior or a black interior. This one, however, has a brown interior. Looks really, really nice. And then the US spec Ferrari F40 and the F50. Now, from what I hear, these three, I think, came out of the same collection, and they're all extremely low mileage cars. I mean, the estimates are probably going to be pretty high. 325 to 3.75 for an F40 is actually insane, considering the fact they made 1,200 cars. So that means this must be one of the nicer ones out there. And this F50, I'm sure, is going to do some crazy numbers. Let's see what the estimate on it is. Oh, look at that. 5.5 to 6.5 million. If this sells for 6.5 million for Canadian guys, this is about 10 million Canadian, which is wild. And then next to that, of course, the P1 GTR we just saw driving in. The 959 Sport. I don't think I've seen more than 2 or 3 Sports. And yeah, I mean, it's going to get pretty busy in here today. So the upload has been finished. Right now they're doing the driver briefing. Finally, I finished my upload, walked outside right in time because
you don't have a road book,
all the cars are about to go for a drive. SLR Sterling Moss. Come on, Enzo's in the background, F50s.
So I think
this is a pretty wild event. I'm going to go put the laptop away and start filming a little bit. So right before they leave, we got a nice lineup here of some cars, but let's be real. Car we all care about is going to be right here, the Sterling Moss. One of 2 Sterling Mosses here, which is pretty crazy considering I think they only made 75 of them. You never see these. I've maybe seen 2 or 3 in my entire life. This is pretty crazy. Okay, so we're about to walk somewhere to go see the cars leaving. 300 SL right here, and a matching color 190 behind it, and this white on white 300 SL behind that. I mean, it keeps going, keeps going. We could just go along these, but let's wait for them to drive because that would be a lot crazier. Maybach S650. These are so rare. I think they made 300 of them. At first, we used to see them when they came out. Now they all kind of disappeared. Ferrari 275 all the way down there. I mean, this is car week level stuff right here, and all these cars are about to go for a pretty long drive. I think they're going to be gone most of the day, so we're going to get them leaving, and then I don't know, we'll see where the day takes us. So they are starting. Police leading the pack. Mercedes classics and new cars, I guess. Sterling Moss. This is definitely something you do not see every day. Is this any special SL? Just a 500. Then Ed Bullion driving this E60 right here. 300 SL Gullwing with the doors up. 190 SL. Another 300 SL. This white one actually looks so cool. And he's pushing it a bit. Maybach. This may be a long clip right here, guys, so don't click away. There's so many cars. SLS Roadster, and the cars are going to be like high quality. Ferraris are coming up now. Check out the Enzo coming. Oh, man. Oh. 275. Then we got the F50. Challenge Stradale, no stripes. This is a good spec. And a piece of Spider. Now I told you, two Sterling Mosses. The second one's right here. Oh yeah. That sounded good. Carrera RS. And another Carrera RS with a bigger wing. Ooh. GT3 RS. Check out the 300 SL Roadster with the skis on the roof. Look at the skis. And the yellow Miura. Oh. Now a Countach and a 356. Those Countach sound really good. M1 and the Countach. Okay, so we have all Pet Fred's cars. P1 HDK, not GTR. I made that mistake at car week. HDK. Apparently that's a road legal 935 next to it. We're gonna go look at that in a second, but here we have a Senna GTR, also road legal. There's a Zinger. I don't know much about these cars. I don't have high hopes that we're gonna see these really everywhere like Pagani's or Koenigsegg's, but we'll see. The green carbon fiber does look very good. Kind of a Christmas spec with the red accents, but yeah, the green carbon does, I gotta give them that. It looks very, very good. I just don't know how much this car is really gonna work in real life. Veyron Roadster BC and the Senna GTR. Now, here is the situation, guys. So all of these cars, from what I heard, came from Mar-a-Lago at some event yesterday. That event also had a Lamborghini Veneno. I heard it's not coming here, but there's, I'd say, a 5% chance that we might see a Veneno this weekend, but who knows? The wheels on the 935 are actually super cool, and apparently the way they made this road legal is they kind of cut out holes for the headlights, because obviously the regular ones don't have headlights. But yeah, the P1 935 and a massive crowd. So we're gonna probably get back to these cars when we get into the show, but for now, yeah, let's see what's next. And right outside of where those cars were, we got the 959 Sport, white on white. Oh yeah. Very good lineup here at the Mars collection. You guys can barely hear me probably because the P1 is just echoing in here. But we saw the P1 yesterday in yesterday's video. Now we got the 4GT and the lowest mileage LFA. This is like 30 or 40 kilometers on this LFA. Sold it at RM Sothebys a few years ago. We probably filmed it back then, but yeah, what a wild lineup right here. So yeah, guys, we're at the Mars collection right now, upstairs. Just watch the P1 start up. But the cars here, honestly, I've never seen them yet. I've been friends with Alec forever, but I've never been with him to Florida, so it's my first time here. I've seen a ton of pictures here, but look at this. The white seats, and then the rest of the gear is kind of red on this LFA. 4GT carbon wheels, and of course the P1 that we saw yesterday. I don't even know if you guys can hear me because it's pretty loud. But yeah, this LFA is like ultra low kilometers, white seats, red everything else. Like, this is wild. Honestly, like, not that many cars, but honestly, sometimes you don't need that many cars. You just need the right cars. You got your absolute scary monster. You're honestly pretty driver-friendly, borderline supercar, hypercar, and just an absolute collector item right here. See, this is a way to do donuts without ruining your tires. Donut free. Oh yeah. So here we are in Moda. We just filmed another video, but we're rolling into Moda. Just drove all the way here in the P1. I think all the cars still on the drive, so it's still pretty empty here. But, you know, still some stuff here. Turbo GT, Ghost. Which you can look, we're actually still cars. Whoa.
The new TWR V12 resto mod.
Holy crap.
I just saw this on YouTube.
I don't know anything about it, but I know those cars don't really work in real life, but if they made that work and they made it cool. Oh, a 959 over there as well.
Oh, wow.
But also, it's kind of cool that we're still car spotting in a McLaren P1. So yeah, so we pulled up in the P1, kind of a lot of attention at the valet, but here also, this is pretty interesting because they're resto mod and like a Jag XJ, like the V12s, but the weird thing is usually they're resto mod like, you know, Diablos, 911, stuff like that. This, they kind of resto modded a car that nobody really wants in the first place. Hopefully it's something actually pretty cool to drive. It looks sick. Honestly, I gotta say, it looks really sick, but I honestly know nothing about it. One thing I didn't show up at the P1, which I find really cool, is the key right here is the exact matching colors to the P1, which is pretty cool because to go through the effort of making this like a color shift key when it's just for the key and not for the whole car, That must be a ton of work. I can't imagine how expensive this key is, but it opens and locks the P1. So we are currently driving the P1 technically. Just making sure I don't have to hit a Hyundai. But yeah, this is pretty sick. I didn't think I'm going to be driving a P1 this trip. Now, reverse is right here. Good thing I found it, otherwise that would be embarrassing. But parking the P1 with no cameras. I'm going to put the phone down so I don't crash. And we are officially parked. Turn the car off. And here we go. We have Zach Brell wanting something. What would you like, sir?
Dude, put it in race mode, you pussy.
Okay, well tell him. Don't tell me.
Tell who?
Tell Al.
Al, he's gotta put it in race mode.
You want to put it?
He's saying put it in race mode, not me.
Looks like shit when it's not in there.
Ooh, looks like shit. Looks like shit. Did you hear that?
It's we're splitting hairs.
For Zach.
We're splitting hairs.
For Zach, okay.
I'm going to try doing it.
It's for the people. People want to see it in race mode.
If the battery does work.
How do I put it in race mode?
I'm going to have to see if it goes. Let me do that.
Okay, he's gonna put it because I don't know how this works. Okay, it's gonna be a tough climb out. Okay, so we got Alu the Pro putting in a race mode because I have no idea how these McLaren things work. They're all just, they don't work, so. But Zach Brell said it's shit without it, so.
No, it's just, you gotta do it.
You gotta do it?
If you don't do it, I don't know. You don't deserve to own the car.
That's true.
For the people.
For the people. A man of the people right here. Gray black 918 just showed up. We have the P1 over there. Al, what do you think? He needs to park next to the P1?
I think it needs to be a Y-Sack.
Is that not a Y-Sack?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Penis wheels.
That does, hold on. It is the penis wheels, but it's paint to sample though.
It is.
Not bad. The gray black 918. We saw this at Cavallino. Very, very sick. So we just got back outside, and looks like almost everybody's gone. It's been like 5 minutes. Auction starting in 5 minutes, so we're probably gonna go there, check it out, see some cars sell. But yeah, for now the 918 just got here. The lineup here is actually pretty good today. So this is the lineup today. We got the P1, the Lotus, the 959, and of course the newest version of that is the 918, the Phantom Drophead. Oh, look at that! A Gambala 911 and a 16M pulling up, pretty sick. Okay, so now I know why everybody's not here. It's because apparently some cars across the street that we're going to go see, but the spec on this 16M is pretty cool. Gambala, of course. Very good two-car combo right here. Okay, so yeah, crossing the street right now, and I see some cars over there. I think I see the Vitesse just the top of it. Let's go take a look. So pretty good start here. SLR 722S, one of 150. The convertible 722. I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. Black looks incredible. The Diablo GT we've seen quite a bit. And this is one of the nicest Veyron Vitesses. I've never seen this car in person, so this is extremely cool. This car back in the day was like on a Salamandrian video. I have not seen this car in my life, but the interior on this car is awesome. But obviously the two-tone, or I guess kind of three-tone, carbon, matte gray, and kind of glossy gray, and the interior blue and black. What a great spec. Honestly, the interior is unbelievable. The fake fastest car, the real fastest car. So that's the C2 Atara driving right there. Fake fastest car. Okay. This is a car that actually proved something. But a good spec right here. Honestly, one of the first really cool Veyron specs I've seen online. Like 2014-15, Salamandrian drove this, and I was blown away with the interior on this car. It's really cool to see it in person. But of course, Diablo GT, we've seen this specific one maybe a little too many times, but that SLR 722S will always have a special place in my heart. 150 made. I remember when I was like 13, going for a bike ride, seeing a silver one drive by. I just caught the taillight. By the taillight, I knew it was 722S, and we eventually tracked it down, found it. And like that was one of the first really cool cars that I've ever just spotted. And this is the nice thing about car events here. Random Gunther Works, driving by, no big deal at all. So yeah, unfortunately, the American take on the fastest car in the world, which had so much controversy around it, I've been seeing it a little too much recently. Not the biggest fan. I can't say I'm the biggest fan, but it's kind of cool, I guess, that someone's driving it, but I don't know. It's not, I don't think it's really the real deal. Took a little break, had to sit down for a bit, but nice little Chiron pulled up. We actually saw this when we came to Cavallino, drive by Curated when we were in the showroom. And then again, yesterday at Curated, we saw this drive by the showroom again. Finally, we get to actually see it, take a picture, take some videos, you know, pretty cool to see. Very similar to an old Toronto spec car, actually. So just joined here next to the Diablo GT. This is a very special car. So this is not just any Countach, just the Countach Turbo. There's two Countach Turbos made. This is one of them. I think Curated did quite a lot of content on this. The red with the red wheels looks awesome, but imagine a car as crazy as a Countach, as out there as a Countach. It's hard to maintain as a Countach, to be honest. Adding a turbo, when it does work, when you're finally out on the road in this, it must be a blast to drive. But, you know, putting a turbo on a Countach is definitely out there, definitely wild. But the interior white, but the red on red looks so freaking good. Countach Turbo, nothing quite like it. So we're at the auction right now. There's a transfer rally, one for selling, no stripes, 310. The room is full. Yeah, pretty cool to see all the cars being auctioned off. Today's more types of cars that we kind of know and like.
50,000 going twice. Third and final time in it at $5,050,000. Sold $5,029,000.
So this is gonna sell for massive money. It's not a regular 959, it's a sport. 29 made, this is gonna be worth like double or triple what a regular 959 is gonna be. Let's see, it's starting at $3 million.
$3 million, thank you. I'm taking the bid. $3 million, I bid.
I was already bid for 3.
Thank you, sir. 3.2 million. Thank you, madam. Good to see you. Saying no. Well, we're at 4.9. What's your opening in the back? We're at 4.9 million now. Any further bids? I will take a small one. Fair warning, ladies and gentlemen. $4.9 million. Are we done? 4.9 million. Thank you. 4.9.
$1,250,000.
So we got a 3.8 GT3 RS 997. I've never seen a spec like this. No decals. It's not gray black, I don't think. It's a different gray. Black rims. Completely different spec. But yeah, not bad at all. It makes me miss the summer because I cannot wait to just get behind the wheel of a 3.8 RS again. I think probably 2 more months, maybe 3, and then we'll be back driving one of these. So from my understanding, there's 3 gray black 918s in the world, and one of them is at the valet right over there. Another one is right here in front of us. This is pretty sick. Another pretty cool find. We got a G-Wagon convertible. Don't see those very often at all. So many 918s. Another one rolling through right over here. We're doing some random garage spotting where we got the Senna from yesterday. We got a Countach, and talk about being 2008 rich. Murdered out Phantom. This is so 2008. It's crazy. So very cool lineup right here. Just random garage spotting, but we got 918 Spider. We got a P1, the Old Toronto car, the Golf livery. We've seen this car so much. This is like a part of our childhood, like car spotting was this specific car. And then the GT2 RS Golf Blue. But man, it's so cool to see that the car we kind of grew up on. We saw it leaving Toronto. This is like one of the coolest cars to spot as kids. We still get to see it around now when it left Canada. This is just a very solid 3-car combo right here. There's an F40 right over there. I mean, Moda is just up there. It's really up there in car shows to go to. Car week level, if you can't make it a car week, make it to Moda. So we got a Miura next to the GT40 that sold yesterday for $12 million plus fees. So that's like $13 million. I think that's what the total ended up being. Honestly, they kind of look similar. The shape, everything's kind of similar. But honestly, as much as this is way more money, I go with Miura all day long. Then the Corvette that sold yesterday for $7 million for a Corvette. But you can tell why. This does not look like your ordinary Corvette. Then 2 300 SLs, both with kind of like the luggage on the back. This one has skis on it. That's awesome. You can see the P1 just on the other end. I mean, this is one of the coolest garages we've been to in a long time. And of course, an SLR Sterling Moss, one of 2 that's here. We saw this one at Car Week in like 2021 or 2022, but one of 75, 2 of 75 that are here. And we got a 3-car solution right here. The only 3 cars you need. You got the 16.4, the Vitesse, and the Grand Sport. 3 different variants of the Veyron. Honestly, I would rock this as a 3-car garage. These 3 Veyrons are so good. I'm telling you guys, 3 different variants, all with updated headlights, which is the biggest difference maker in how modern a Veyron looks. So we got 3 updated headlights, and all of these 1200 horsepower, 1001, 1001. Obviously, I'd take the Vitesse, but I do think that spec, the blue with black on a Vitesse, could look pretty good. We also have some Countaches here, and the show floor is starting to kind of get loaded up. Here's the thing though. If I show you guys everything today, you won't click for tomorrow's video. So subscribe. Tomorrow we're gonna go through the whole show. Sunday is gonna be a ton of stuff too. And there's so many cars here. This is a Quail level event, if not maybe even bigger. Like, for example, I want to talk about why I don't want to show it. I mean, there's so many cars on the covers like this. This is a very special car under here, but you will have to wait till tomorrow's video to see what this is. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I missed it rolling in. I didn't even see what it is, but I know what it is. So, random white LaFerrari, which blows my mind, by the way, guys. Like, I just thought of this. You know, we walked in here, we're like, oh, cool, like white LaFerrari. But where else would you be like, oh, cool, white LaFerrari? That's like not a big deal. But like, here it kind of is. But white LaFerrari, I don't know if I've ever seen this one before. Red interior with like a weird crest on the headrest. But the cool thing about this one, the wing arms are white. Black roof. I don't think I've ever seen this car before in my life. So we think this might be the final LaFerrari, because VIN number 500, so yeah, it is the final LaFerrari, and a bunch of signatures here on the engine bay. That is extremely interesting, because that explains why I've never seen this car before. But very, very, very good spec for a final car. I like that they didn't do it just resale red, but I thought the final LaFerrari was, I guess, $499, has that Italian flag in the front. I guess this is number 500 or $499. If you know, that makes sense in Ferrari world.